kami po nila Engineer Felix Domingo, Engineer Sean ko, ako po, Leona Rodrigo po, nakasign po para sa meeting na ito. Sa boses ng Masang Pilipino po para sa kalikasan, sino po po yung hinihintay?
Yeah, I'm the one only. As being the president ng Boses ng Masang Pilipino para sa kalikasan tungo sa kaunlaran. By the way, nasaan si Attorney Kuna? Andiyan na ba si Attorney Kuna?
Bali, isinaba po yung instruction po dito sa aming section po, sa Quality Management section. So, magre-report po kami nung results nitong meeting na po na ito and some recommendations po based po sa may present po kayong technology para po mabawasan yung ating pollution mula sa mobile sources po.
Yeah. Sino ang involved dito? Kayong dalawa lang?
Involved po, kasama po si Mr. Sean po. Actually po, chief po namin dapat involved din po sana, kaya lang po may biglang executive po.
Okay, so kayong dalawa lang para makapag-start na tayo.
Sorry, Miss Jennifer. I forgot to introduce myself, Junior Sean Jasper po. Unfortunately po, yung camera ko dito sa laptop is sira po.
So may question ako, bali ilang kayo lahat?
Sa ngayon po, tatlo po kami sa meeting.
Okay. So, sige, pwede na tayo mag-start. Okay, sandali Pwede pakisara natin ito. Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am greatly honored to have this opportunity to chair this meeting. I stand up on behalf of the countries reeling from skyrocketing oil world prices and all concerned Filipino suffering from the damage effects of oil on the environment, on climate change, and on public health, but besieged by spiraling prices of fuel. I stand before you to enlist your support in pursuing initiatives towards fulfilling the promise of Republic Act 8479 or the Downstream Oil Deregulation Law for cleaner and fair price fuel. It is lamentable that majority of our citizens is preoccupied by matters that paint a grim picture of the country, the government and its people, like allegations of gasset and government. As exemplified by the infamous bloggers, the people's mindset has become so negative to the point of getting so distracted from issues of national importance, issues that will improve the lives of the citizenry, especially the poor, if not lessen their burden in life. Mababago ba natin ang buhay ng milyon-milyong Pilipino na walang hanap buhay o mahihirap kung ito na lamang ang ating pagtutuunan ng pansin? Masusugpo ba natin ang karumal-dumal na patayan sa bansa sanhi ng droga sa mga ganyang usapin? Mapapababa ba natin ang hindi mapigilang pagtaas ng petrolyo sa world market? At maihahango ba natin sa kahirapan ng ating mga mamamayan kung puro negatibong bagay ang ating aatupagin? Hindi ba mas naaangkop na gugulin natin ang mahalagang oras sa paghain ng mga solusyon na tutugon sa mga hinanaing ng taong bayan na siyang maghahango sa kanila sa kahirapan? Hindi nga ba't dapat nating unahin na maibsan ang mabibigat na pasanin ng mahihirap sa araw-araw tulad ng pagpapababa ng presyo ng petrolyo at pamasahe? Hindi ba mas kapaki-pakinabang para sa lahat kung magtulong-tulong tayo para mailagay ang Pilipinas sa pedestal kung na dapat nitong kalagyan? Don't get me wrong, ladies and gentlemen. I am one with the call for the truth and good governance. And now that the pertinent agencies of government has assumed jurisdiction thereof, then let them do their jobs. But as President ng Boses ng Masang Pilipino para sa kalikasan tungo sa kaunlaran of the people, we should to protect and or defend the society. I urge all the society to use this great institution as the true agency, the Department of Environment and Natural Resources or DENR of the society, where we put the interests of the country and its peoples first. The dilemma of Downstream Oil Deregulation Act. On February 10, 1998, Republic Act 8479 or the Downstream Oil Deregulation Act was passed by the 10th Congress to empower the government to liberalize and deregulate the downstream oil industry in order to boost the petroleum's competitive market and promote the influx of more new players in the industry. The law intended to ensure a truly competitive market under a regime of first prices, adequate and continuous supply of environmentally clean and high quality of petroleum products. So after the 22 years of oil deregulation, is the petroleum market truly competitive? Are fuel prices fair? Is our fuel supply environmentally clean and safe? Are petroleum products compliant with industry standards with the Clean Air Act and pollution indexes? What else can be done in the oil industry other than importing oil that will be truly beneficial to the country and to its people? These are nagging questions that our leaders and policymakers should be asking para matigil ang taong bayan sa pagrarally tuwing magtataas ang presyo ng langis, para matigil na ang kuro-kuro o haka-haka ng pagsasabwatan ng mga oil companies sa presyo ng langis o kawalan ng aksyon mula sa gobyerno patungkol dito. While we are cognizant of the effects of global prices on our local pump price, the consumers have no way of knowing or verifying whether the price adjustments are reasonable and fair. Instead, what they constantly remember are the following. Opo, yes, sa isipan ng taong bayan, yan ang kanilang nasa isipan. So, we must ask ourselves, our 22 years of downstream oil deregulation, are we better of these days? As to the price of fuel and the quality of petroleum products we are using? Does the unabated smuggling of oil, the result in the entry of unmonitored and substandard of oil and petroleum products? Are the cancerous, toxic fumes we inhale every day the consequence of oil deregulation? Have the oil companies complied with the requirement of the Clean Air Act, or has the law failed us? Ang tanong, bakit marumi pa rin ang hangin na ating nalalanghap? Lalong-lalo na dito sa Metro Manila. Bakit maitim pa rin ang usok na ibinubuga ng mga sasakyan sa lansangan? But, let us remind ourselves that legislation is not enough to solve our pressing problems. Laws merely provide the legal and regulatory frameworks to serve as backbone in implementing agency development programs and projects. In fact, the oil deregulation law are excellent law, only that their implementation and execution may not have been as effective as it should be. There must be synergy in the energy development plans, policies, and strategies to actual programs and projects to realize the promise of Downstream Oil Deregulation Law or Republic Act 8479. We still need to put in place concrete, credible, and realistic programs that will create direct impacts on the lives of the people by producing clean and green oil, thus improving the health of the people and lessening the worsening effects of climate change. By striking a balance on the use of renewable energy, less reliance on imported oil, and maximizing the use of our indigenous resources. Ladies and gentlemen, I am here to call for the support for this agency like Department of Environment and Natural Resources, or DENR, to take the initiative and looking at solutions and options from out of the box. Let us mobilize our resources and coordinate efforts to spearhead the crafting of this policy and program, to take bold, aggressive, and forward-looking actions to address the long-term and immediate energy problems of our long-suffering population. Now that we are aware that commercially established technologies are available on the shelf to produce low-carbon oil, it is now in our hands to take the duty and moral obligation to move forward and re-engineer the Philippine energy sector towards abundant, reliable, mass affordable green energy, as well as drop-in ultra-clean transportation fuels for cleaner air. Now is the time to act decisively. To do otherwise is unacceptable and morally irresponsible and will only lead us to oblivion. Let us choose the path to prosperity and higher quality of life and for the nation while protecting our fragile environment as our lasting legacy for future generations. Let us re-engineer the Philippine energy sector towards reliable, cleaner, and cheaper fuel. With these pro-environment, pro-health, and pro-Filipino initiatives, hindi na natin poproblemahin ang mga nakakamatay na usok na ibinubuga ng mga sasakyang panglupa, pangkaragatan, panghimpapawid, pangkalawakan, at pang-industriya. Makakahinga na tayo ng maayos dahil sa malinis na hangin. Mababawasan na ang ating mga alalahanin dahil sa climate change. Kikilalanin at titingalain tayong muli ng buong mundo dahil tayo ang mangunguna para sa makabayan, makatao, makakalikasan at makadiyos na mga aksyon tungo sa pag-unlad di lamang pang Pilipinas kundi pang buong mundo. Salamat po.